Hey, this is Jesse Bourne. You're watching the all-day vlog. Today we're going to be working on the Secretumsista puzzle chest. The first thing I do in the morning when I come out here is I just clean up, because as you can see, we have stuff on the table saws, we have stuff on this counter that's not put away quite right, so I can't work very well in a mess. So the first thing I do is I clean up, and then I also like to answer some emails when I come in, because the emails pile up over the weekend and I don't like to leave people waiting. So that's what we're going to do the first thing. Then we'll get going with the actual work. I'm gonna set this camera up every single hour today. I'm gonna update the progress. Let's get rolling. Okay, so the first hour is gone by and I just kind of tidied things up so everything is back to normal. I can start work. The thing I was going to do was I was going to buy a wall thimble for this chimney pipe, because I have my stove, just a nice wood stove that'll keep us warm during the winter, but I have the pipe that's going to want to go through the wall right here. But I do not have a thimble to go through the wall to keep it away from the combustible surfaces. When we actually go through the plywood and between the studs, we want to make sure that nothing's going to get too hot. So I was looking on Lowe's for a wall thimble, but they don't seem to have one, which is pretty surprising. And Jeremy told me that they would have them. So listen, Jeremy, you better be right, because you said that I was talking with them on the phone, and sometimes you find somebody on the phone who doesn't exactly, know what they're talking about. So that might have been the case. Anyways, next time I'm at Lowe's, I'll take a look, see what they have. Go over here. We have got these shells that I did a couple weeks ago. I'm extremely pleased with the way these turned out. Now I have these glued up, and you can see all the rubber bands. We're going to take that apart. We're going to sand it up. We'll get started with that. So I have these, they're all sanded now and they're looking pretty nice. These are all sanded and they're ready to move on to the next step, because we're going to flush it up. Because I left these long, we can cut off the very ends and make this super flush. We're going to cut that up just like this against the fence. We're going to cut it to the length, and then we're going to put the grooves through here for our drawers and our drawer dividers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this camera slider, because I'm super nice, and I know that you guys all like going to sleep on me, so I just want to make sure you guys get the full experience here, because there ain't nothing better. Okay, so it's been over an hour since the last update, but I did have lunch and I got this Facebook post done. So people on Facebook are going to be extremely happy. They just love seeing pictures and stuff, of course. So now I think I'll just switch over this dado blade to a regular blade and then rip off all this stuff here, so that this is all nice and clean for our Wenge strip, which we don't have, but at least it'll be set. And then I'll move on to these vertical dividers that go right in between the drawers. I have a bunch of these all set to go, so I'm going to actually start milling those, preparing those for the chest. So that's what I'm going to do over the next hour. Okay, ready? Let's go. Doesn't that just look amazing? Listen, if that doesn't look amazing, then we're actually going to put these ones into here on either side. That's going to look pretty cool if you ask me. And I made these things. missed an hour in there. It is now almost 5 o'clock. So I was just, as you would have seen, I was just running these through the planer. I got them kind of squared up. So now they're dimensioned on 4 sides, and I'm just going to quickly cut them to length, and we'll finish off those parts. And eventually I will need to sand them up just so that there's no burrs all around the part and they look real nice. So I'm going to cut a groove into here for them to go into both sides of the drawer here. So I got to cut a groove right in here, but it's got to be super parallel with this one side. The drawer's going to look like that, and we want it to be nice and level. We'll finish it off with some good old slow-mo. You know what, just to wrap off this video, I'm going to do something extra special, and I'm just going to throw it on the camera slider, and that'll give a nice little kind of vista of the workshop as it fades into darkness and I'm left and you guys leave me and I'm all alone. It'll be a good ending.